Germany, it is a country full of conflicts in the past, but they have a really good culture. Just over 3 decades have passed since the fall of the Berlin Wall. How is it possible for that country become a world power? In this video, we will show you the characteristics of Germany. Soils. Most of Germany has temperate brown and deep brown soils. Their formation depends on relief, hydrological conditions, vegetation, and human intervention. Germany's finest soils are developed on the Luis, the north flank of the central German uplands, the Magdeburg Plain, the Thüringen Basin, and Anjouan areas. The Rhine Valley and the Apfelfurland, they range from black to extremely fertile brown soils, and most of them are arable land under cultivation. Climate. Germany is favorable with a generally temperate climate, especially in view of its northerly latitudes and the distance of the larger portions of its territory from the warming influence of the North Atlantic current. Extremely high temperatures in the summer and deep, and frost in the winter are rare. And these conditions, together with a more than abundant and distributed amount of rainfall, ideal conditions for raising crops.
Seasonal water is subject to great variation from year to year. Winters may be unusually cold or prolonged, particularly in the heat, elevation in the south or mild, with the temperatures hovering only 2 or 3 degrees above or below the freezing point. Spring may arrive early and extend through a hot, rainless summer to a warm, dry autumn with the threat of dew. In other years, spring invariably interrupted by a frosty lapse in May, popularly known as the hydrate, hastening plant and animal life. Southern Germany is a somewhat arbitrary. South-north is lies across Central Europe. It does not have vegetation and animal life really different from that of neighboring countries. Before being settled, Germany was almost totally forested, except for a few areas of marsh. There is no little truly natural vegetation, both the cultivated areas and the country's extensive forests, which account for about 1/5 of the total land area, are man-made.
Now we are going to talk about the most important events of the history of Germany. After the ravages of the French Revolution of 1789, when Napoleon Bonaparte took control of Europe, he altered his fate in a Napoleonic War. The defeat of the Austrian and Russian troops at the Battle of Austerlitz led to the disappearance of the Holy Roman Empire, the abdication of Kaiser Francis II, and a set of administrative and judicial reforms. The Rhine Confederation was formed, sponsored by the Coalition General. The Confederation was short-lived, with many of its members shifting their allegiances again after Prussian, Russian, Austrian, and Swedish troops crushed Napoleon in the bloody Battle of Leipzig. After this battle, other events happened, such as the assassination of the Archduke Franz Ferdinand, heir to the throne of the Austro-Hungarian Empire, which triggered a series of political decisions that led to World War I, the bloodiest European conflict since the 30 Years' War. The initial euphoria and faith in a quick victory quickly gave way to the death of many soldiers and poverty in the cities. After the defeat of 1918 on November 9, Kaiser Wilhelm abdicated, making the final end of the monarchy in Germany. Germany, with its army destroyed on the brink of revolution and halfway between monarchy and democracy, signed the Treaty of Versailles, in which it was declared responsible of all the deaths in the war. His territory was drastically reduced and he was forced to pay exorbitant compensation. Now, my partner Iracema will talk about the second part of the history of Germany.
Yeah, thank you, Sam. My name is Irasima, and this moment I'm going to talk about World War II. The instability created in Europe by the First World War 1914 and 1918 set the stage for another international conflict, World War II, which broke out 2 decades later and would prove even more devastating. Rising to power in an economically and politically unstable Germany, Adolf Hitler and his National Socialist Nazi Party learned the nation and signed strategic treaties with Italy and Japan to further his ambition of world domination. Hitler's invasion of Poland in September 1939 drove Great Britain and France to declare war on Germany, and World War II had begun. Over the next 6 years, the conflict would take more lives and destroy more land and property around the globe than any previous war. Among the estimated 45 and 16 million people he led were 6 million Jews murdered in Nazi concentration camps as part of Hitler's diabolic final solution, known as the Holocaust. The word Holocaust, from the Greek word holos, wolf, and caustos, burned, was historically used to describe a sacrificial offering burning on an altar. Since 1945, the word has taken on a new and horrible meaning. The ideological and systematic state-sponsored persecution and mass murder of millions of European Jews, as well as millions of others, including gypsies, the intellectually disabled, dissidents, and homosexuals, by the German Nazi regime between 1933 and 1945. To the anti-Semitic Nazi leader Adolf Hitler, Jews were an inferior race and alien to German racial purity and community. After years of Nazi rule in Germany, during which Jews were consistently persecuted, Hitler's final solution, now known as the Holocaust, came to fruition under the cover of World War II, with mass killing centers constructed in the concentration camps of occupied Poland. Approximately 6 million Jews and some 5 million others, targeted for racial, political, ideological, and behavioral reasons, died in the Holocaust. More than 1 million of those who perished were children. And now we will go with our friend Martel.
Traditional German cuisine consists of the meat dish, potatoes, and sauce with vegetables or salad. And depending on the region, it was influenced from the neighboring countries, such as the cuisine of Italy and that of French. The most widely used ingredients are pork, veal, and poultry, as well as raw rabbit and raw dairy meats. Associated meat is the most usually in the northern Germany. The use of meat from marine animals such as whaling, salmon, and great teeth, cod, clay and turbot, smoked, eel, and trout. is common. Read the roll, for example. The most used foods are onion, potatoes, and variety of veggies, seeds, and green veggies, celery, broccoli, among others. Sauerkraut is typical of Germany, made with cabbage fermented in wooden barrels, usually accompanying meat. The most popular types of grape in Germany for winemaking are Riesling and Sylvaner white grapes. Wines made from fruit are also known, such as apple wine and apple wine that is produced in southern Germany.
The Berliner Mauer. The Berliner Mauer was raised by the German Democratic Republic (GDR) as part of the inter-German borders and remained standing from August 13, 1961 to November 9, 1989, the one which was shut down, still separating Berlin of West Berlin GDR. It was built practically in just one day and managed to cover 116 kilometers, thus dividing the city physically after 28 years of sustaining of the night of November 9 to 10, 1989, and using hammers and picks and masing, the wall was knocked down by the Berliners. We knew that days and today waiting to change. The three art galleries in Munich named after the paintings they house work dating from ancient times, contemporary works and exhibitions, and paintings by renowned artists, making them very interesting attraction in the city.
Pinakothek, Old Art Gallery. It gathered one of the most important collections of ancient European artists, such as Rembrandt, Durer, Rubens, and Raphael, and was built in the 19th century for King Ludwig I. Neue Pinakothek, New Art Gallery. It houses a collection of European sculptures and paintings from the middle of the 18th century until the beginning of the 20th century, and was creation of Ludwig I, located in a modern building. The collection focuses especially on 20th century German painting, and the entry includes audio guides in several languages. Pinakothek der Modern Art Gallery. It has a collection of contemporary art, designs that come from various collections in the city, and a lot of architecture that complements the two previous galleries. Nemai are the Galactic ancient Greek art and the Antique Ensemble, Antiques, more precisely at Königsplatz.
Hi, I'm going to talk about from famous people of Germany. So the first is Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein was a born theoretically physicist who developed the theory of the relativity, one of the two pillars in the modern physics. His works are also known for this influence of the philosophy of science. The second, well, are two, but the second point is the Grimm's brothers. Grimm's brothers born and live in Germany, were authors of German dictionary and more than 200 fairy tales told by German people and colored children and households. Tales which became a handbook for people of the world. The third is Immanuel Kant. Immanuel Kant was a German philosopher. He is the central figure of the modern physiology, who greatly influenced of substance philosophy, specifically of the various schools and Cantonists and Idealists. The fourth is Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis is a Hollywood star best known from his performance in movies like the Heart series, Pulp Fiction is a talented television and movie actor famous for portraying versatile roles. And the fact is Beethoven. Ludwig van Beethoven was one of the greatest composers the world has ever had. He was one among the pioneers of instrumental music in European culture.
Germany is undoubtedly an international example, along with a great lesson of humanity. After all, they know the story and their past, strive not to make the same mistakes in the future. They admit it, repent, and improve, something that is very necessary here in Mexico.